I just wanted to make a video real quick. Um, I I went to a funeral today, um, and they always hit me hard. Funerals hit me hard. Um, it was a funeral for um, someone in my support group. Her son uh, attempted. He committed suicide. Um, it's the first time I've been to a funeral of someone that committed suicide. The first time. I wasn't able to go to my best friend's funeral that he committed suicide. I was locked up. I was locked up at that time, so I couldn't go to my best friend's funeral. So, um, so it kind of felt like, in a way, I was going to my best friend's funeral. It did feel like that, and here's why. And this is what I noticed. What I read, what I learned about this person that committed suicide, what I've learned about him. He's a lot like me and my best friend. There's this similarity of personality, spirit, soul. There's a similarity. Our strong struggle as well, our deep struggle for finding a reason to live, for going on, It's like I said before, he was saved and he was trying to bring people to Christ. But even though he was saved and trying to bring people to Christ, this is key. It was still too much for him, and he ended his life. Life was still too much for him, even though he was saved. And I understand that struggle. I do. And God knows I do. People are like, he was saved by Jesus himself, but he still ended his life. Yes. And he's not in hell. That's another shock to people. Saved by Jesus, trying to bring people to Jesus before he ended his life. Not in hell. And this is what I thought about. And this was brought up for a reason at the funeral. It was. Let's see if I can get through this. But the thief hanging on the cross. Hanging on the cross next to Jesus. That's what I think about for guys like us. We didn't live the right life. We struggled our whole lives, and we end up on the cross next to Jesus. and we look into the eyes of Jesus. And he looks into our eyes and he says, we'll be in paradise together. At that moment, that the thief and Jesus were brothers. Hanging on our cross together, you know. Because the thief knows he's gonna die. But Jesus says we'll be together in paradise, you and me. The thief didn't live a righteous life. He didn't do any of that, probably, you know. He still was in paradise with Jesus, you know what I mean? And that's what I think about for guys like us that have struggled our whole lives and are trying to follow Jesus. I think about us as the thief on the cross next to Jesus, eye to eye. This is our last hurrah, you know? And all we have is Jesus. That's it. As the leader. But I've always noticed this struggle for guys like me and the guy that ended his life and my best friend. We have similar personalities, you know. Everybody seems to like us. We're funny and all that, you know. We're fun to be around. But there's this deep pain within us. This deep sorrow within us, you know, that only God knows about. And it's a real fight to keep living. It is. It's a real fight. And you have to depend on God to do everything to keep you alive. It's true. You've made that many mistakes in life that only God alone can help you. Only He can. And even with God, sometimes it's still too hard, and you end your life. I know exactly how that goes. Not a lot of people do that. No. But there is that, you know, once you're saved and you're trying to follow Jesus for real, it's a fight still. It's a fight on this planet. It is. It's a fight. And sometimes you don't make it. Like, for me, I struggle to keep on going. I do. I struggle to find a reason to be here. You know what I mean? God knows I've struggled with wanting to get out of this earth life. Since I was a kid, I wanted out since I was a kid. So God's showing me all these suicide things. He is, and the impact of suicide on everybody. He's showing me it. Bit by bit by bit by bit, the impact of suicide. He is. I'm like, I'm trying my best to stay alive. I'm trying my damn best. You know what I mean? I am. It doesn't seem like it's enough, though. It doesn't. Like, just because you're trying to progress and live doesn't mean that you're gonna live. You know what I mean? doesn't mean like you're gonna have a life just because you're living, you know. But anyways, that's all I want to say for this video.